Hey, y'all. Why my daughter just texted me, Mom, you had a white Camaro when my brother was born? Yeah. With the Cam Val engine in it and all of the good sparkly things in it, and did. And used to be eating people up on the Arizona highways because I kicked that, and did. And did. Hey, y'all. My kids is funny. I think they're realizing now that their mother was a real person. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Heard that the Russian plane came to D.C. to pick up their diplomats. Oh no, that's not good, Judah. That's not good. That's kind of what I yeah. Hmm. So it's getting around to the younger generation of people. Hey, it's getting around to the younger generation of people that something's going on. I just got off the phone with my daughter, and she's like, "Yeah, Mom." So the college kids are talking about it. Hey, Auntie. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss Brown, Rose, Tamika, Antoinette. Y'all heard me? These young babies is on the college campuses talking about the hmm. Y'all know that? On the college campuses, they talking about what's going on. Some with Elon Musk and some chips. Y'all just seen that? My daughter just told me right now. What's going on with Elon Musk and the chips? Y'all know already? With the hand in the forehead. Y'all know the kids be knowing early. She just said something to me right now. I just got off the phone with her. What's going on with Elon Musk? Oh, Elon Musk brain chip got approved. Oh, his brain chip got approved. Now y'all know what's funny? Mm, okay. Well, guess what's hilarious? Guess what's even more laughable than that? I'm on both. Our president bought millions of biochips right before Christmas. Y'all remember? If I'm not mistaken, right before Christmas, our president bought millions of not microchips to go on machines. He bought bio microchips. And I said, yeah, bio means in the body. Remember? We talked about it. And now brain chips have been okay, okay. Hey. So this is the thing, family. You guys have been getting the one up for the last like 15 months for sure. Longer than that actually, but for the last 15 months, God been giving y'all the one up on everything. You don't think that's crazy? You should be happy. De-dollarization. No, it's not coming in no 10 years. You know that. So, did y'all, somebody tried to tell me about this earlier, the Food Lion situation. I don't think I was really comprehending what you were saying. I just seen it on TikTok that all the food lines ain't accepting no cards. You gotta have cash. None of them. Y'all seen that? They ain't taking no cards, no credit, nothing, only cash. Food Lions. And I just seen it on the thing. Somebody was trying to tell me about it earlier. No, no, now your Cash App not working. Your mom been acting weird too. Now look at this. We talked about this. I don't be wanting to go back and watch the classes, but y'all be knowing which class it is. So let's bust this down real quick. Who remembers what we talked about June 1st or 2nd? Hold on, I'm about to show y'all. Y'all know I got this other phone, so give me a minute. All right, so this they said was fake. Remember? About to show y'all now. They said this was fake. Screenshot that real quick. Oh, hold on, wait a minute now. Okay, screenshot this real quick. Hurry. Okay, y'all. Okay, now I'm about to clean my glasses. And while I'm doing that, y'all go ahead and read that. Because we read that and we talked about it June 1st or 2nd or 3rd, around that time. Y'all remember? Okay. It says the emergency broadcast system activation imminent. The EBS will involve 3 to 12 days of worldwide communication darkness. Phones, internet, credit, debit cards, and ATMs will not work, while 3 8-hour documentaries a day would be broadcast on TV and radio across the globe 24/7. For your own safety, please follow military instructions, including staying indoors if so instructed. It's only wise to have at least a month's supply of food, water, and cash and essentials items on hand, is what that says. Now, they put that out May 31st or so. Can y'all tell me what's been going on? People ain't had no power, so they ain't had no internet. And some of their phones ain't working. Um, I'm sorry. People have lost their food because the freezers went down, right? People lost their food because the freezers went down. So then they didn't have 30 days worth of food stored up because they were thinking refrigerator. Okay. So everything technically with the power going down, with thank you, Pumpkin, with the power going down, with all of these different things that have happened, and that's happened. And it started happening 18 days after they put that out. Because first it was New York and they couldn't see. Then they couldn't go outside. Then it was, you know, right, exactly. Okay. Phones, internet, and credit and debit cards and ATMs will not work. People have said their ATMs, they have not been able to get money. There are people now that cannot use their debit and credit cards in grocery stores in different places. Okay, there's places where there's no power, so there's no internet, and your phone is not going to work right because these phones are completely based off of internet. Okay, if you're waiting for the news to tell you, you're already too late. If you're waiting for the news to tell you, you're already too late. Okay. So if you are new here, you're gonna hear me say that pretty much every day or every other day. Once a day, maybe in the morning, maybe at night. If you're waiting for the news to tell you, it's already too late. It's just really nothing you can do about it, but try to hurry up and scramble like everybody else. The one thing that we have been doing in the WOIU community, no matter if you've been here since February or whatever time you came in between yesterday and February last year, we getting our folks together so that we don't have to um we don't have to, but see, remember when I told y'all, I said y'all, they about to do the same thing that they did during the pandemic when they wanted to get all the coins, most of the coins out of circulation. Y'all remember? They needed to collect all the coins. Y'all remember? That was the first step to us not having no cash. I said, now they have to create something so they can get the rest of this cash out of circulation. So if none of the banks are working and all of that, then you're going to have to go get that cash that you got stashed all over and use it. Well, it's at Mama's house under the porch. You're going to have to go get it and you're going to have to use it because you need your stuff, don't you? It's the easiest way to get the cash that you want that's in circulation out. And then you hit them with the whammy jammy of, oh, okay, well, cash is going to make everybody sick. Wow, Shanika. Oh, yeah, have her write that down. And Mom, you write it down too. It means something. There's 20 to 30 banks in Ohio that are closing between June and July. Come on, Lollipop. I hope y'all paying attention. See, God told us it wasn't going to be no money last year, honey. So while money still has some value and while you could really like do what you needed to do, we went on and put our twos and pews to the side and got some of the things, even if we didn't get all of them. Baby, at Christmas, folks was telling their kids, I'm sorry, we have to get this stuff. You get one good thing and that's it. I bet y'all happy now. It's probably people in y'all family that's like, you guys aren't doing Christmas. Well, what do you mean you're not doing Christmas? You should not make those kids pay because you want to do doomsday things. It's not their fault that you're crazy. Now who crazy? I'm putting it on the phone. Now who crazy? You said, yep, they definitely did say that. Sarah, you heard your family members' voices right there. Listen, okay. The water straws are going up and the kind I got was is unavailable. Of course they are, because people are seeing that the water's being poisoned. Everything is about to go up. I told y'all, please don't wait until all of the BS is happening to go get your stuff. Go ahead and get your stuff. Like while no one's paying attention, let them go buy all those Birkins, and we're gonna spend our money over here. Let them go on vacation. Let them go spend all that money on them kids' clothes. Start going to the Goodwill. Shh. Stop buying all that stuff you don't need. Shh. I say, y'all, I know y'all think I'm crazy, but this gonna pay off in just a year. You're gonna be so happy you did it. Tell me you're not happy right now. And I'm not saying because I said it. You should be happy that God opened up your ears to say, wait a minute, there could be some truth to this. And then he peeled the scales back off your eyes and you was able to say, oh no, this is right. It's for real. And that's why I used to tell y'all, no, I don't want to go back to the old life. You mean finding out after it's already happened? Absolutely not. That's a stressful way to live. Yeah, that's a stressful way to live. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to wait until after it's over to know. Now do y'all see why I said get your butt up in the morning and before you give Instagram and all of them people time, you get up and you ask God, what do he got to say to you? Or to open your spiritual eyes so that you can hear and see whatever it is, because you might just save some folks. You sitting down and learning what God wants you to do is going to help the communities around you. I promise. Because people can look talk crazy to me all they want on that piece. Come on, and the light bulb is constantly flickering, and that is metaphorically and physically, ain't it? Because you just took the words out of my mouth. Because there's some people, look, it's some people on y'all blocks for the folks that's in the places where they didn't have no power and stuff. And folks, the first thing they do is come outside when the lights go off in the white community, in the black community, in the Hispanic community. It's everywhere. Everybody goes outside to see what's going on. So when they saw that y'all didn't have to run outside, and when the whole block was dark, they didn't hear no generators running at your house, and yet there was lights. As soon as they lights went off, y'all lights came on because you had a few in your lamps and stuff already charging for just such an emergency. So when everybody else couldn't see, the person that wasn't worried about what everybody else was worried about last year could see, could cook, could do whatever you needed to do in your space. You said we don't go outside. We didn't look out the window or crack the door because you didn't need to. You wasn't even worried about it because y'all was instantly still in the lights. What darkness? Because as soon as that kicked out, baby, my God kicked in. Daddy told me to go get rechargeable lights and put one in each room. And so I'm going to do that. He used my TT cousin, niece, granddaughter, sister-in-law circle to tell me to go on and grab these lights. And as soon as the lights went out, my lights came on, baby. What? Where? I don't understand. What's going on over there? Y'all thought I was being funny when I said we going to be able to look out the blinds and see the chaos because we adhered or we listened to what God said early. Y'all already looking out the blinds at people. And it ain't even hit the fan. And y'all already causing folks to look and see, well, what's going on? People that came up, how do you still have lights? And nobody else on the block got lights. Come again and say, what? Look, this how you close the door when you come out. Don't open the door wide. You open the door like this and you eke out the door and close it behind you. You said, huh? Well, we see you have lights. Well, y'all sure we're seeing a whole bunch of stuff. How in the dark? Y'all sure we're seeing a lot in the dark. I need y'all to not be what. Well, we were just, we were all wondering how you still have lights. I mean, you guys still have lights in here, and everyone else. I mean, even the street lights aren't on. We didn't hear we didn't hear a generator running or anything, and we were just trying to figure out how you guys are. I thought we saw the kids watching a little TV or something. The window's still open. Oh, y'all just saw a whole bunch in the dark. Y'all that saw a whole damn lot in the dark. Well, you remember, Grayson, when I was coming trying to have that conversation with you? And you and the wife are down there, and I was trying to tell you, because Bob, he was telling me I should tell you guys, because he knew you guys didn't have anything. And then, Grayson, you told me that you and your wife, you guys didn't have time to hear it. So I just went on back to my house. Grayson and Bob. You're damn right. And this is Sally. And that's Jesse Raphael. Just playing. Let me quit. But for real, we had a power outage last night, and my light bulb kicked right on. Come on! Oh, Jesus. Didn't I tell you I didn't want my babies to be scared? Didn't I tell you I didn't want my brother-in-laws getting up to go to the bathroom and hitting their toes? Didn't I tell you? John Luke. Uh-huh. You cannot tell me, y'all, that that is not a good feeling. Okay? Yeah. Because it make me happy to hear that. They had a power outage. She said, my lights click right on. Didn't even know that, but while we talking about it, and then you in here, and then God sends the whole witness about what it be around here. The other day it was that our power been out, but the kids been watching TV because they had their portable DVD players. We got a little thing to charge them up. We got a light bulbs. They playing adventure, playing in the closet since. I told y'all we was gonna see. Y'all thought I was being funny when I used to be laughing on the phone doing those little impromptu things. But guess who laughing now, y'all? Just be as tickled, don't you? You be just as tickled now. Because you see the folks running around. You like, you said they ain't got no ice at Quit Your. Dang, man. Dang, that's messed up. You said how we get ice. Baby, you said you need me in there. Okay, Bob, I gotta go. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry. I'll let you know if I hear of anything where they got some ice at. You said how we get some ice. Huh? Honey? All right. My wife's calling. I gotta go. What? What you don't need to be worried about is where I got my ice from, because my ice came from the kitchen. I know it ain't no power. That don't mean I ain't gonna have no ice. Well, what does that mean exactly? Huh? Right, huh? You said you saw my wife shoveling some stuff down in the bowl and put some meat in there. I don't know how you saw that in the dark. I do not understand how you saw that in the dark, but okay. You got x-ray vision or night vision or something with those goggles you got on? Because I'm trying to figure it out. I know y'all happy. I don't care. Right. Well, so for the people that listen, kudos. Cheerio, mate. I don't know if that's even what they say. But yeah, throw your arms up. Go on and give them one. Go on and give them one. And this ain't out of pride, baby. This is because I listen. And I can have courage or faith or stand on, I can have confidence in the fact that, okay, I can have confidence in the fact that my daddy gonna look out as long as I listen. That's what he said. He was always saying, hey, take heed, listen here, pay attention, understand. Just don't be a hearer, be a doer. Oh, okay. Well, we did, Dad. We heard what you said and we got up and we moved. And now we see the benefit in listening early. Eco solar panels just arrived. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all already causing chatter on the blocks when your lights and stuff went out and people was trying to figure it out. It ain't over yet. They about to start coming and asking, and they gonna be getting on y'all nerves like people be getting on my nerves. I'm just reeling y'all on in. Come on in. Yeah, I told you about the TV. At least I'll be warning y'all before it happened. And now, just wait for this. I'm come on in. I'm just getting. I told you I'm a official person of people. Cause y'all done caught some folks now. These lights are rechargeable. So I mean, if you can plug them into, they're not solar. They don't have a solar thing on them, but they are rechargeable. Good job. Be a fountain, not a drain. Come on now. I like that. I absolutely like that. Miss Rogers, that's absolutely amazing. Do you mind if I use that ever? Because I've never heard of it, but that's absolutely like a very cool thing to say. Because that's, God dang it. What they say, that's profound here now. Now, hold on. Yes, it is brilliant, Sarah. Oh my gosh. Be a fountain, not a drain. Same system. Ooh, I'm writing that in my little book right here. Don't even trip. That's good. I'm going to use that, so y'all going to hear it. She said I could use it. Be a fountain, not a drain. That is, yeah. Water some stuff. Don't suck the life out of it. Goodness gracious, girl. That's great. That's exactly how I feel about people, too. That was good. Wasn't that good, y'all? See, we got some smart people in our. Come on. And y'all want to be a part of our university. You crazy. We get the most profound everything around here, don't you, Trish? That was good. That was real, real good. It was. You never get alerts. Yeah, they hating on me. On YouTube as well. It's not just here. Yeah. Y'all know what they do. Every time we talk about certain things, they be on the BS the next day. Yeah. Yeah, they be on the BS the next day. So I figured we could do this early because I'm probably gonna lay down early because Circa is a little sleepy. Well, actually, I'm a lot sleepy. Wow. So they kind of get y'all with some crazy stuff too. You know what's coming. Everybody know what's coming. Especially now that you can't get no food at the store unless you got cash. When they know 99.99, hell, even 5-year-olds have debit cards. 5-year-olds have debit cards and know how to use them. Push the little buttons. So then they know who the hell walking around with cash. I told y'all they was gonna stock the food. And a lot of the grocery stores was without power, so they're throwing the food in their way. Great time to bring in the old lab created meat, don't you think? And old boy Bill Gates vegetable company, what's it called? Peel. There's lab created fruit and vegetables. So lab created fruit and vegetables and lab created meat all came around right around the time when all the refrigerators was going bad. Oh, a peel. Oh, okay, 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 okay. A peel, a peel, and lab created meat. A peel ain't even real fruit or vegetables. And then so then God even approved that because they really start talking about that this year, the whole appeal food and then this lab created meat. And last year, this time, God told us next year it wasn't going to be real food around. So we needed to dry and dehydrate as much of the fresh vegetables and fruit and fresh meat that we could. And now, a year later, almost around the same time, they introduced lab created meat and lab created fruit and vegetables that is not even real food. Do y'all think he loves us a little bit or a lot? Honestly, just in something as simple as that. He told us genetically, or whatever it is, not genetically, but they're about to modify everything. It's not going to be that much real food. He let us know last year. This is why we started putting our pride to the side and going to get the canned food and dehydrating ourselves and learning how to prep the meat and learning what to look for and all these different things. And now they got meat that they put in bags and it's jumping off the damn table. Jumping, and people is putting chicken in there and it's spazzing. Not frying, having convulsions. The meat. Yeah, I wonder why Sucker got two kitchen aids while I was making my own butter, while I was grinding my own meat, deboning it off the damn bird, not ground, nothing. Let me see where that I need the head in there. Come on with that. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't want it if it ain't on the bone, and I'll take it off the bone myself and run it through my grinder and weigh it up and know how much it is. No, the crazy thing is, you about to have to be done with vegetables, baby, because they ain't even real. We just said that. Appeal is Bill Gates' thing, and he done bought up all the damn farmland, so you're going to have to buy his vegetables. Right. That's why we doing stuff like this around here. Waxing our own cheese because it ain't about to be no real cheese, and it's good for 25 years long as I make sure it's put up and cool. Yeah. They laughed at us last year, y'all. They not laughing now, I promise. They not. And even if they is, they just because they proud of cert because they didn't go in and do what you said. But guess what? I'm not gonna do, Sarah. If it got anything to do with a pressure cooker, I'll cook my meat in a pressure cooker. But the whole canning thing freaks me out. And seeing as how I've been burnt with like scalding water twice in my life and had to be in a burn center, I just rather stay away from it. It's traumatic for me, honestly. Not even joking. That's why I don't even worry about it. I just learn to dehydrate. Yeah, it sends me into some stuff I don't like. Because the two times that I was in a very traumatic situation in the hospital where skin and crap is being scraped off of me, it was because of hot water. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Yes, you can send me some of yours. As long as you don't have the cat in the kitchen while you cooking. I'm be honest, I am. As long as the cat is not nowhere in the kitchen while you cooking, yes. But if you have a cat that be anywhere on the counters, no kitties in the whole house. Good job. Okay, bet. Yep, you can. You can send me whatever you want. I was gonna say, because if it's cats on the counters, no, 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 no. And I'm sorry to the people that have cats, but I think it's gross that they get to walk on the counters. I think that's nasty. They lick their own parts and then they lick your food. They go out and they roll around in the dirt and then they come and walk on your counter. You're not gonna let your kids do it. Lick their parts and then just like and then touch your counter. Why do you let your cats do it? And they walk in a litter box. Oh, I'll be right back. Don't do it, y'all. Come on. Oh, that's why they either follow us at the job. Look, no. You don't let your damn cat lick my dick. No. Sorry to my animal lovers, but I just don't understand sometimes. Uh-uh. Sometimes I just don't understand. What happened? What did I miss? I know I'm trying to figure out. Damn it. I need to charge all of this stuff. I just been letting stuff go dead. I just been letting stuff go dead, y'all. You have a bunny, do you let it hop on your counters? Listen, I don't think no animals belong on the counters. I don't believe animals belong in the kitchen because when they shake, did you ever see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? They was riding on the dog, and the dog shook, and the pet dander that the kids was riding on, I think it landed on somebody's like sandwich or something. And in my mind, at 9 years old, I believe I was when that movie, about eight, I said, right, after watching Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and realizing that there are actual, not for me. I don't care what nobody else do, it just ain't for me. Mm-mm. I had a dog and she was not allowed nowhere in my kitchen, and I just didn't want, like, I don't come over here because you shake, and she had hair too, and that's why my daughters came home and she was evicted. She got evicted. You couldn't pay no rent here, and you messing up my property. You gotta go. It's hair, and I don't. It's time for you to leave. I got evicted. It's time for you to go. Mm-mm. My daughters came home from school, and when I say they didn't talk to me for probably for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or I don't know, maybe a month. Hell, I didn't care. Did not care. And y'all ready? We back at 3:37, y'all. No, they was not okay, baby. One of my daughters could look at me without tears in her eyes every day. She'll give me a dirty look and then tears will well up in her eyes. She wouldn't say nothing though, but I can tell she was cussing me out in her mind. Yeah, because her face is my face. So I know exactly what you just said. I can tell by your eyebrows what you just said. Mm-hmm. Had them damn cartoon eyes where the water feel all the way up to the top and then drop down. Yeah, that's about how she was looking at me for a long time. I didn't give a damn. You gonna leave me alone. This dog gotta go. Sorry. It's hard keeping your garden alive. You gotta work hard, girl. Look, all the tricks of the trade up. Listen. All right, let's we in book one where we was at earlier, where we started at page 337. If I get a dog, it's gonna be this big. And the poop is gonna be that big. It ain't gonna be able to jump on my bed, or it's basically gonna live in a big box. It gotta be able to fit in my pocket. And I'm gonna make it a bed under my bed with the lights and stuff. It's gonna be, I want one of them little bitty dogs, and this as big as it get. I'm gonna call it Scruffy. Come here, Scruffy. Yeah, basically the size of a hamster. You said it. Hey, Scruffy. Yeah, yeah. That's gonna be my dog. That's it. That's all I got for him. Because if it ain't that, no. All right. So we left off at the third generation of people. Are y'all ready? Yes, we're going to call it Scruffy. If I do get one. Okay. All right. So it says, after these, again, a third race, mighty in spirit, of overbearing, terrible men appeared, who performed many evils among themselves. Wars, slaughters, and battles destroyed these. Continually men of proud heart. After these things in succession came another race of men, late of fulfillment, the youngest, bloodthirsty, indiscriminate, in the fourth generation, and they shed much blood, neither fearing God nor respecting men. For a raging wrath and grievous impiety was indeed inflicted on them. Wars and slaughters and battles cast some into the netherworld, though they were both though they were miserable, impious men. Others, the heavenly God Himself later removed from His world in wrath, draping them around with great Tartarus, under the base of the earth. So it was some people that was so wicked that God didn't use other people to get rid of them. He literally got rid of them Himself. Is y'all getting this? He could not stand whoever these people were so much, he didn't even want them on His earth. You remember when I told you, if you don't want to do good, what is the point of you breathing, really? If you never want to find out what your purpose is, it was like a waste of life. You just want to keep doing whatever you want to do whenever you want to feel like it, and you just don't want to learn no lessons or nothing. You're a waste of like bones and stuff. Hate to say it, but it's a reality. What did you produce in your life? What did you grow? Did you grow hurt, pain, chaos, messiness, drama? Or did you foster something else? Good afternoon. What are your days filled with? The fifth generation. Again, He made afterward another far inferior race of men, for whom thereafter immortal God fashioned no good. Since they suffered many evils, for they were insolent much more than those giants, crooked ones, abominable, pouring forth slander. So they was even worse than the giants. Y'all getting this? They just kept getting more evil and more evil. And this is why in Genesis 6, yes, some of them were Gorgons. This is why in Genesis 6, God was like, wipe the whole damn slate clean. I'm over it. Kill everything. I'll just start over. I need these 8 people because I'm not remaking humans. So I'm just going to get rid of everything. Because now think about this. People say, oh, God's horrible. What did the freaking animals do? They made it with the angels and made monsters. That's what they did. That's why the animals had to go. Because animals were being worshipped as gods. Because they were the mothers of the fallen angels' children. So they had to go too. Okay. The same 336 that we was at earlier, 337. Okay. The races of people on the planet were so freaking wicked, vile. Mind you, listen, it wasn't just the holy people that was living 900 years. Are y'all getting this? The witches and warlocks was living 900 years too. That's why they used to say they was old. See, the way the Bible show it is that just the righteous people. No, the evil people was living just as long, and they was getting. Could you imagine? Okay, think about the worst person you feel. Okay, prime example. Could you imagine Jeffrey Dahmer being around for 930 years, all of Adam's days? BTK, the New York Strangler, Jack the Ripper. You think they're gonna get better at 200, at 400, at 600, at 800? And their bodies didn't wear out. Remember, God said that. It wasn't just the holy people that bodies wasn't wearing out. God had made that first round of people where their bodies was going to live for 900 years. So do you think they were still strong? And they were even more wicked because now they had supernatural abilities. Did I say B2K? BTK. Could you imagine? Think about what's going on with the Red Shoe Gang. Just imagine if they live for 900 years. Which it wasn't just the Israelites that was living 900 years. The bad people was living that long too. This is why God wiped everything. And they were mating with animals, miscegenation. They were werewolves, vampires, and monsters of old. Come on now. And didn't they always say they was old? But we know in ancient Mesopotamia, in Assyria and Babylon, they had vampires. So if they started in the 7th generation and God was still letting them live 500 years, then yeah, there should be a 500-year-old vampire. They were using magic straight from the fallen angels. It's going to work. Because these are the heavenly secrets that was never supposed to be taught. So we know it's going to work. We know for a fact that it's going to work. We know for a fact that chemistry, alchemy, came from them. How to change a matter. You want to know how they know how to change matter? Because they're shape-shifting beings. They have to know how to change matter. They have to know how to look like a horse. They have to know how to look like a regular person and then an angel and whatever else that God may have them look like. So, of course, they understand chemistry. And they taught their wives and their children, and this is when people were living 979 years. This is why you can go back and go in our lovely book here. And when you see that these dynasties were started, okay, so this is, all the peoples. You see, like Adam and Noah and all of that, Mahaliel, Jared. So this is when the angels came right here and slept with the women. Right after this is when that happened. This, in the days of Jared, it says. Okay, right here is when the angel said, F it, I'm going to give me some of that. That's when they said that. And so then it was all of these people that just start multiplying like crazy. You mean like the giants? Because they was just, these lines just start spilling out everywhere. Right? They did. And then, while everybody talking about timelines and stuff don't be adding up, well, the dynasties was all started, hun. Okay, this is ancient Mesopotamia, but they did leave there. And look at what's down here. China in 1600 BC. Oh, oh, Italy, Greece, Asia Minor. You mean these civilizations were running side by side? Oh. The dynasties were already being started, so this is why they have the same stories as the other people living in that same time dispensation, because they was there too. Oh, that part. I did not do this right. Come on. So we go back a little bit further. Oh, look who's there. Do you see them? Oh. The beings that they said never existed, right? So look at, okay, you see? These were the dynasties. The Shang dynasty was running at the same time that the let's do that. Now y'all can see what I'm talking about. See how the Wang Ti dynasty, the Shang dynasty, okay, but at the same time, Belius and all of the other folks, Amenophis and all of these, the pharaohs is alive at the same time that the dynasties is starting in Japan and China. You seeing this? This is probably these kids about this trash. Give me a second, y'all, because I called them yesterday, and this is what I don't like. Who is it? Grr. Talking about he was out of town. What do they have to do with me? Y'all better get here. You can get it on Amazon or at most bookstores. This is what it's called here. Okay? So when they be telling y'all, okay, they was all living at the same time. Everybody was living, everybody. Look, China, you go down, Thebes, okay, Athens, you see it? Can you see it? Everybody. See that? Homer, Athens, Sparta, Asia Minor, All of these are running simultaneously. Now, the beginning of their people started at a different time because somebody had a grandkid and they moved away and started their own civilization. But the races of people have been here. They just kept breaking off. And they were all living simultaneously. This is why when we go through all of this here, this is the reason we have all of these. Because it's very important to our studies. Don't fall, please. The creation of the god in Chinese, Persian myths and tales, Japanese myths and tales, Swords and Steam, which is pirate stories or the wayfaring people, the water folks, Celtic myths and tales, and beasts and creatures, because we know this was a thing, right? Then we got African myths and tales, witches, wizards, seers, and healers myths and tales, which would have been Merlin and those guys. And then we have Native American myths and tales, right? We also have Chinese myths and tales up there somewhere. And we have Greek myths and tales and gods and monsters myths and tales, right? And then we have Norse mythology and some others. I just don't know where they all at right now. Let's sit down here. It's up here somewhere. It's just a little bit good. I don't know where I put it. It's up here somewhere though. So now, yeah. One more. Well, just know that we do have the Chinese myths and tales too. Oh, there it is. Stashed away back here. Come on. We got that too. Right? We got the Chinese myths and tales. So now, when we go and we read the stories, we can start seeing where the stories sound exactly the same. Well, they should. Because it's literally oral history that started in ancient Mesopotamia. So it should. All the stories should mirror each other. Because we all started from the same, well, not all. Most of the people started from the same source. We can't say that all anymore. But y'all know what I mean. You see? So it's very important when we're studying this. Went to the thrift store and girl, God definitely blessed me today. I know. Girl, listen, you talking my language now. I told you. See, y'all be trying to go to the other stores. He can put whatever you want at the grocery store. You can pray for a grill. You can pray for whatever you want. And because they don't only have to take this one thing, he can put it there. That's why I go there. My KitchenAid stuff was there. My couches was there. What I wanted, nice lambskin leather couches, and I got that with the recliners, no tears, no nothing. The color blue I wanted and everything went in there, and they was in there. But when you go to the regular stores, then you only got to get what everybody else get. I've been here. I'm a newbie. Here's Strong's Concordance. Come on now. Ooh, oh yeah, you coming up. And keep going. Keep going. The stuff will show up there, don't it, y'all? It shows up on Amazon and stuff too. Don't think it don't show up there too, because he'll put it on sale there too. He will. And do. Okay, so let's get this. All right, here we go. So, okay. So we on page 338, right? So it says Noah bidden prepare for the flood. Noah alone among all was the most upright and true, a most trustworthy man concerned for noble deeds. To him God himself spoke as follows from heaven: Noah, embolden yourself and proclaim repentance to all the peoples, so that all may be saved. But if they do not heed, since they have a shameless spirit, I will destroy the entire race with the great floods of waters. So now y'all see why I feel the way that I feel about what's going on right now. Because it said just like in the days of Noah, people was gonna be giving in marriage, partying, having a good time, spending money, staying drunk, staying just out of their mind, and they wasn't gonna be worried. And it was gonna be whistleblowers that was raising their voices saying, "Hey, God is almost here. God is coming. These horrible things are coming. You need to stock your food. You need to get ready because it's about to get ugly." And nobody paying attention. Oh, come on now. So now you ain't even got to go look and Sarah is coming to you. You said that part. You know exactly what you need. Y'all getting it? Are y'all understanding? So this is exactly why I just don't be worried about it. I said, listen, we're gonna be yelling off the boat. And I don't mean a physical boat, but we getting our stuff together. We believe God's word. We believe just like Noah believed, and he packed up the food and was storing and building, and it was 120 years. But he had his stuff when it went down, didn't he? Okay. Well, let's get this popping in. And guess what? How many of you feel like you can see how Noah was feeling now when you go past your stuff in your house? You starting to feel like Noah now? Like, how can you not see? Y'all, do y'all see it? And you steady putting stuff in your closet and withdrawing from the world slowly but surely. You ain't doing no drastic. I'm about to. You ain't even got to tell nobody. You ain't even say nothing. You just start, come on, that ain't important. I ain't got the money for that because I need to be getting me some more. Do you realize that God is prepping you so that way when they say we can't go outside, you don't lose your mind? Because this time it ain't gonna be no internet, ain't gonna be a whole bunch of food stamps, ain't gonna be a whole bunch of nothing. Come on, Diamond. Think about how many people, like I said, them kids go. They might go without it a day or two. But you think these kids is about to be okay for 6 months without no TV? Do you? And they ain't had no time without no devices. You ain't sit down with them and taught them just to color or play some games for a couple hours so that they can get used to it. These kids about to freak out. And that's gonna drive the parents crazy. Because they didn't plan. Because they don't believe. But we already seeing people that's had to use it. There's no TV, there's no power. But the kids didn't have to drive them crazy because they got portable DVD players and they was charged. So they could watch something at night to go to sleep. Exactly. Exactly. I'm in here by myself too. But I'm just saying. All right. He warned Noah. Noah listened. He warned Joseph. Joseph listened. Okay? Millions of people that would have starved to death if Joseph didn't listen. We would not even be here if Noah didn't listen. Don't force him. You just keep doing what you're supposed to do, and God will let him see, Courtney. Okay? Here we go. It says, Noah, embolden yourself and proclaim repentance to all the people so that they all may be saved. But if they do not heed, since they have a shameless spirit, I will destroy the entire race with great floods of waters. But I bid you to construct quickly an imperishable wooden house, flourishing with unthirsting roots. And I will place a mind in your breast and a crafty skill, and I will put measures in your lap. And I will take care of everything so that you and as many as live with you will be saved. You hear that? He told Noah, he said, I'm going to give you the skill. I'm going to give you the supplies, everything. I'm going to even give you the measurements. I'm going to just set them in your lap. You ain't going to have to worry about it. And if you listen, everybody that's living with you is going to be okay. Everybody that's in your family. I'm about to destroy everything that you see. But if you listen, you're going to be okay. Just do what I tell you to do. I'm going to provide everything. So that's why when people come here and they be like, oh, God, no. I said, hey, if you're doing what God is telling you to do, He going to provide it. He going to make sure you get it. He going to make sure it's going to be on sale. He going to make sure it's going to show up, presents, gift cards, whatever it is. If you are asking God because you believe what He says, what do I think about crypto? I don't want nothing where they can turn my money off. Because as soon as you don't line up with what they want you to do, how you going to get your money? You need to be buying things that are going to be valuable. Food, a way to cook, emergency light bulbs. These things is about to be money right here. People going to get tired of being in the dark because they didn't plan and get rechargeable light bulbs. They didn't plan and get generators. They didn't plan on the way to have to filter their water because they're so spoiled. They turning folks' money off now. So what good is crypto gonna do? And don't go buy no gold and silver. You can't eat it. What's gonna be food? Money now is food, things to make bread, meat, salt, sugar, flour, cornmeal, all of that. That's what's about to be the money. So that's why the WOIU community, while money was valuable and still accessible, we bought the things that we needed to buy so that we could be okay. At least the beginning things, our most basic necessities. Okay? Our most basic necessities we bought. You missed the light bulb info. It's they got these in Mr. Zion, they have these in Walmart. They're everywhere. These are in Walmart. They're in Target. They're in Sam's. They're everywhere. They're in Home Depot. These things are everywhere. You can get them on Amazon, but they're everywhere. And they're rechargeable. But you can have them in what I've been telling everybody. No, they come with a little thing. It just depends on the ones that you get. But let me tell you what you can do. They come with like a little plug thing too. But you depending on the one you get. But right now, so that you don't have to worry about it, is you just take these and put a couple of them. You ain't gonna have all of them, but put them around in your house. And like I've been saying, somebody's power just went out last night or the night before, or whatever, and her emergency lights kick right on. Because as soon as the power goes out, these come on. So if these are already in your bulbs and if they're already in your stuff, and your lamps and whatnot around the house, and the power goes out, these automatically click. So you might wake up to all your lights being on. Even though everybody else around your neighborhood, ain't got no lights. Yep, they got some that you can plug into the socket too. Yeah. Yeah. 1 week is not enough for what? They come in packs? Yes, ma'am. Hmm. Go on Amazon. They got them there. They got them in Walmart. You had no power for over a week. Ooh. So then you definitely need to be on Amazon. And y'all, listen, young ladies, young women, older women, y'all paying five. And I'm not saying you. If you can pay $500 for bundles and an installation, you can cash out on one of them $400 generators and then get you a $300 solar panel or 2 solar panels so that your kids can be straight. Yes. I'm not saying you punk it. I'm just saying, period. If you can cash out on a $750 install, you can cash out on getting you a generator and some solar stuff so you and your family will be okay. Y'all hearing me? Because we'll find money to get our hair done and go on a trip. But this stuff is more important. Okay? You need your solar panels. Because as y'all can see, just like that man said, the gas generators is gonna run. The gas is gonna run out. It ran out in Oklahoma. The ice and the gas. So that means you need a countertop ice maker. It's the one that you can plug into your generator just in case the power go down. You ain't got to be running down to the gas station to get no ice. You can instantly start to make ice in your house to be putting in your freezer or whatever you need to do. Good job, Miss Tracy. Come on, y'all. Thankfully, you can cook outdoors with wood. Okay. But you got to think, Miss Bree, when all of this stuff hits, you're not going to want to be cooking outside because if everybody ain't got food, that's why I said the portable camping stoves is ain't nothing but a potbelly stove. Now you're gonna have to figure out how to rig it for your house. Stocking up on fuel. They said the way they make the gas now, it don't be no good after a certain time, and it evaporates or something. You're not gonna be able to cook outside, so that's why we got like the solar ovens. That's the little glass thing. We got yeah, we got basically a port. Basically, y'all remember how they used to have the old potbelly stoves back in the day? Well, they got small ones. Portable. You look up portable wood burning camping stove. And I went and got the stuff to put the things in my windows, like how you use for the air conditioner. And then I got heat tape to wrap that pipe so that I can let the air out because it's just like having a fireplace. You just got to ventilate it right. So if I got those things like where you try to keep the air in for the, when you put your air conditioning unit in, well, they had the smaller ones with just that hole on it. So I got that, and I'm gonna wrap mine. I got the heat tape. I'm gonna wrap it with heat tape, real good. And then that silver pole that I got that comes up out of my thing to put all that smoke out, that's gonna be hooked up to that. I bought that all when I got my taxes. Come on, no trips this year. Come on, Bessie. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But don't you feel good? You could have took them trips, but don't you feel good? I know you feel good. I know you do. Because it's a lot of other people, they took their taxes and stuff too. Yeah, my husband started gas a few years ago and water was in it. Cost us to fix it. She said, I feel great. You can use your fireplace to cook in, yes, but for those of us that don't have a fireplace, we got to do the next best thing. Mm-hmm. So, here we go. Let's get this popping. I'm so proud of y'all. I really, really, really am, and I might not say that often. I'm very proud of y'all. I really, really am, and it makes my heart smile every time y'all tell me y'all in one of these cities, but y'all just ain't out here bad. Oh, but yeah, like our lights went out, but or we didn't have no electricity, but I was still able to cook. We already had our propane stoves, or whatever it is that's going on, whatever it is. people in New York that already had their gas mask. They could walk right outside because they already had it. Boom. We already had our gas mask. I just went and got me some new filters. But I was walking around with my gas mask, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, bought rice cooker, cook meat, etc. Okay. Come on now. Come on. So I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all for listening. I'm proud of y'all for going ahead and rearranging your finances. I told you, if you rearrange your finances and say, God, I believe what you're saying, he gonna make the stuff show up. And I know he didn't did it because you're listening to his word. He can't help but bless you. He blessed the unjust as well as the just. But if you listen and you believe in what he say is coming, oh yeah, he gonna make sure you're straight. We just read about it. He told Noah, he said destruction is coming. But if you listen to me, I'm gonna provide everything that you need. I just need you to follow my directions and you and your family is gonna be okay. Okay. Thank you, Miss Christine. You see what I'm saying? If you listen, you're going to be straight. But it's a lot of folks saying, oh, I don't got to worry about that because I know God is going to take care of me. What if Noah would have said that? What if Joseph would have said that? What if these people that God gave this information to say, oh, because God told me it was coming, so I don't have to worry about it. What? Millions of people, Jews, would have starved to death in Egypt, and the Egyptians and the Persians and everybody else because he fed millions of people with what he did. And we would not be here if Noah didn't listen because there wouldn't have been no humans. They wouldn't have been able to withstand. So nothing would have started over if he didn't put the seeds in there and the animals in there. There's a whole bunch of stuff we would have never got to see. So not listening could cost you your whole family because you don't want to listen. Because it hasn't, I'll believe it when I see it. And that's when it's not too late. If you seeing it, you ain't prepared for it, dummy. It's too late. I'll believe it when I see it, and you gonna be too late. Because it's gonna be up on you by that time. If you can see it, it ain't too far off, is it? If you can see it, it's already happened. Pin a list of what? What you need? We have a video. I got 2 videos on YouTube. And we got a survivor list in my Amazon here. Okay. I got two videos on YouTube. CERCA TROVA 22 called Survival and Survival 2.0. It's about 4 hours, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Those 2 videos together, like one is 1 hour and 30 something, whatever. Survival and Survival 2.0, I literally list what I feel like is the most basic things you can have, which is like your blankets, your water filtration straws, your gas mask, your binoculars, dried foods, all those things that I feel like your family should have. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome. 9007. Hey, me too sometimes because I've been prepping for a lot. But see, that's the thing. Like I told y'all, God told me COVID was coming, so I started prepping before COVID. I started buying seeds. That's when I got my dehydrators. That's when I got my meat grinders. It was all kind of stuff that God started telling me about because he was like, it ain't going to be no meat. Y'all seen the video? That was in 2019, but 2017, I had a different one. I was like, what's going to happen in 2020 where we can't? What's going to happen in 2020? What's going to happen in 2020, 2021, 2022? You know? Jessica, you just going to have to ask God. My partner was not on either. My ex-husband did not. And I prayed, and God had me putting stuff. This was before COVID. We had like the stairs, the little closet under the stairs. So I started taking and buying big bundles of toilet paper and just putting it like under the blankets and laundry soap. I'll get 2, 3 extra ones and I'll stick them back there. I was tucking stuff everywhere in the house. So when COVID hit, now this was the thing. 3 months before COVID hit, my ex-husband used to deliver. Y'all know I told this story before. He used to deliver for schools and stuff like that. And he started seeing the loads is not as heavy and they said people ain't ordering as much stuff no more. And I said, oh, wonder what's going on. He was like, I don't know. Now, this was in September. October, November, December, he started getting off work earlier and earlier and earlier. And he was like, yeah, a lot of people ain't ordering nothing. And they talking about the restaurants might be closing down and all of this kind of stuff. And I'm like, what? But God had been telling me since 17, start couponing, stock up on this, stock up on that, stop buy this, buy a whole bunch of deodorant, laundry soap, all this stuff. So I had been doing it from 2017 to like August or September of 2019. And then I had so much stuff. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but we good at least for a year or two. I know that we good. Do y'all know that literally, what, 3 months later, we start hearing about COVID? That was September, October, November, December. Yep, because it was November, people, October, November, they was talking about people getting sick over there. But it was crazy, crazy in December. Well, guess what? He delivers to restaurants and schools and all of that. They was closing down. So the normal money that he was making, over $2,000 a week, bring home, okay, it went down to like basic pay, where it was really not really enough to really keep us afloat. So what if we had to try to go and scramble and buy food and buy all of this stuff, laundry soap, because they said it was going to only last for a month, but it ended up lasting over a year and a half. But we didn't have to worry about nothing. We didn't, whether they cut his money or not, whether they was giving out unemployment, work follow, or whatever, we didn't have to worry because I listened to what God told me. He was not on board. Okay? He wasn't on board, but that didn't stop me from listening to my daddy. And I'm grateful I did, because then he didn't have the money for us to go do what we would have needed to do when everybody was crazy standing outside in the lines. We didn't have to do any of that. I was chilling watching the news about it. So do the same thing now. Don't wait. So thank you. Don't wait till you have to go be standing in a line trying to get whatever's left over and all the picked over bags of rice that have been bust open because people fighting over it. Well, you can go get it right now and have it put up. Rice, beans, all of that. Hey, baby. You said it, baby girl black. It was a test run. But now all the banks is closing. They didn't cut the food stamps. Ain't no unemployment. Ain't no PPP loans. The food is already messed up. So this run gonna be different. Because y'all showed them what y'all was gonna do the first time. See, if folks would have acted differently, this could have possibly turned out a different way. I don't think so, because God's plan is his plan. But it maybe would have been more money this time around for what's getting ready to go down. But folks was too busy trying to get over. And so now people think they about to hand out this money when they stop working. No, we go into the times of the Great Depression. So if you haven't watched documentaries on that, you'll want to. Because that's exactly what we about to be living in. That's why I said Little House on the Prairie. You better go look it up. Better go look it up. Yeah. So we're going to get through this last little bit here. Actually, this is not where I wanted to go. Go to page 342 real quick. 342. And y'all see where it say the Titans? And we read this before, but I be wanting y'all to see how stuff be right in front of our face, but they be lying, talking about don't read outside the Bible. Okay. Good evening. You grew up right by the house, little house on the prairie. Pretty cool. I'm glad we on the Noah's boat. Me too. Y'all ready? But we about to read about this seventh generation real quick. No, I haven't checked no emails or nothing. Y'all ready? Hello. Everybody just getting in, and we probably about to be getting off. Y'all gonna be mad at me. We've been on here for 85 minutes. Mm-hmm. All right. So it says, then thereafter another grievous, excuse me, mighty second race of earthborn men will arise. The Titans. Each individual will have a similar form, appearance, and size. There will be one nature and one language, as God previously put in their breasts from the first generation. But they also will have a proud heart, and finally, rushing toward destruction, will plot to fight in opposition against the starry heaven. Who remembers reading Jasher? The men at the Tower of Babel. They went to fight against who in the land of Shinar? They were building the temple that to get where? To avenge who? Remember I told you, I said that's what started like the whole Titan War thing. God was like, let them kill themselves, and they start fighting each other. They was trying to get into heaven. The Titans was. Because their daddies was angels. And they was mad because their daddies couldn't go back to heaven. So they figured they'd go and take over heaven for themselves. Yes, Miss Christine. Mhm. That's why I took 365 days to get to the top of that bad boy. And then another 365 days to get down. That makes more sense now with Giants building it, don't it? Think about the bricks that are on the pyramids or the bricks that are in Jerusalem. When they was talking about bricks, that's the kind of bricks they was talking about. Are you getting it? The Giants are the one that built those. So imagine they've been building for a whole year going straight up. Giants, Titans. Y'all see how big those blocks are in Jerusalem. You read out of Joseph. It's about Cain. I don't know, baby. I would have to look at it. I can't tell you right now. I don't know for sure. I would have to read the passage to see. The giants built the pyramids, exactly. And the giants also built the Tower of Babel. So think about how big those blocks, if they were. Okay. Yes. I talked to her already, Miss Amanda. Mm-hmm. Quarter brick, half brick, whole. That part. You understand? Just, okay, do me a favor. Go look at and see how much one of the bricks from one of the pyramids weighs and like the length of it and the width. You have 6 digits? Oh shoot, you got 6 fingers? God just keep on adding it, don't he? He just keep on adding. Come on. Mm-hmm. 2.5 tons. 2.5 tons. One stone, 2.5 or 2.3 tons. And they was building for a whole year. Now y'all understand why when we read in Jasher, when it said, when the brick would fall, all the men would cry. Okay. Are you getting it? My husband and uncle has them, but they had them removed. I can show you the other people that had them. The men of Gath, the Nephilim, the men of old, the Raphaim from the Bible. Told y'all. If you've been here a year, how many six-finger people that came in here and said, oh, I was born with 6 fingers. My son got 6 fingers right here. 6-finger men are mentioned in the Bible in 2 Samuel 21 and 20. In still another battle which took place at Gath, there was a huge man with 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, 24 in all. He was a descendant of Rapha, the Raphaim. The genetic disorders are still here. They would consider that a genetic disorder, but really what it is a genetic marker. I had 6 fingers on each hand. Good. I'm trying to tell y'all where it come from. My son was born with an extra thumb. See, this is why they took all the stuff out the Bible, because then they wouldn't be able to run them numbers up in medicine. Because when you find out that sirens really did exist, and you read in Enoch that they did go into the fish, and you see that we have a genetic disorder called sirenomylia, and then they say the dog people didn't exist over there in what's the name? But we got a disease or a genetic disorder called hypertrichosis, which is werewolf syndrome, and Seckle syndrome, which is bird syndrome. These are all genetic disorders in humans. I wonder where and when was this DNA introduced to the human genome? Make it make sense. Because in order for it to be a genetic disorder, it had to be introduced into the genome, didn't it? We have something called elephantiasis, where the limbs swell up, and they say it's from a mosquito, but I don't think so. Because guess what else I found out? It's a place that used to be in Egypt called Elephantine. Right? Elephantine. And then we go over here to the Hindu and we see they had elephant people. We know that some of the men that were at the Tower of Babel came from Persia and Egypt and different places. They were the kings. Okay, boom. Hold on a second. Guess what? Some of them were turned into 8-minute elephant men. The Elephant Man movie. So the medical community, if they sell it to you like it's a myth, then they can play lab rat with your baby when they already know where it comes from. Double rows of teeth is another thing. Genetic marker. Intersex people, intersex folks. If you were born with the perforated hymen and whatever they be talking about with all of that, I don't really know the whole terms. The whole thing that used to be they would say it to be mean, and I'm not saying it to be mean. It used to be called a hermaphrodite. Intersex, that used to be the word. Well, that wasn't a slur. That was telling you without telling you where it came from. Hermes and Aphrodite's children were all intersex, or most of them. Hermes and Aphrodite. Hermaphrodite. It was their children, and they were all intersex, or most of them. So if I sell it to you as mythology, yeah. So intersex folks are actually descendants of Hermes and Aphrodite. And since we know that all Greek and Roman mythology, Celtic mythology, all of that is built on the Assyrian and Babylonian kings, it makes sense. Because more people of African culture are born with 6 fingers and 6 toes than anywhere, like any race of people. I think that's why they always say the big black guy. It was right in the name. Yeah. I have lupus as well. I don't know it all, y'all. I don't know all the answers. This is why I seek and you shall find. I don't know. I'm just telling you the ones I do. Mm-hmm. So they can hide it. What I tell you, I don't gotta lie to you if I put it in your face and you don't believe it. Or you think if I just, what does they say, reasonable doubt, if I can just make you believe that it's a myth a little bit, you won't ever look into anything else. Because you've already formed in your mind that it ain't real. So then why would you go looking for it? Okay. Giants did. They had double rows of teeth. Double extra digits. That was the thing. Either extra digits or not enough. Cyclops. You got one eye. Some of them had 3, but most of them had 1. Extra arms. The people in Eastern India, or the Indian culture, their gods. Molecule, is it any of your business? Do you be in my uterus? Why do y'all ask? Unless you plan on being in my uterus, whatever's going on with it ain't none of your business, is it? Have you played in my uterus before? What's going on with your prostate? Is it working? You shooting blanks, sir? Just trying to understand. Because whatever's going on in my uterus, it ain't none of nobody's business on here unless I let them play in it. Certain questions ain't none of your business. I don't know why people feel so comfortable. The internet got folks way too comfortable asking about people's reproductive parts. What if I ask you what you do with your booty hole? You gonna tell me? No. What? What? Y'all be acting like that. Anyway, whatever. So these people had wings because their daddies had wings. And they had watches. Y'all want to see my watch? I got their watch. Y'all want to see it? This is the ancient Mesopotamia 3000. You know what I'm saying? I already got my little sandals, you know what I mean? But this the same one they got on their arm. You see that there? You see that with the sundial on it? You see that? I got that bad boy right there. Let me show you. Like, I might be able to let you get one of these for the low. I don't know. I got me a good old ancient Mesopotamia 3000. You know what I'm saying? I went on and grabbed that, caught that just in case, you know, it got that good old sundial on it. You know what I mean? So I can know what time it is, like the ancients did. Caught me a good old ancient Mesopotamia 3000. Look at that work on that bad baby. You see it? Is it? Got me an ancient Mesopotamia, a son of Acadia 3000. Quit playing. And yeah, buddy. You need that watch? Uh-huh. Yep. Show you the all of the goods that's on there. You see that? What time it is? What is it? You know what I'm saying? What the, you got all that. Then I got the little compass on the inside because they understood magnetism and all of that. We late. They knew. So if I went on to grab me one of them, just in case. Yes, those. Listen here. Went on and get me a. What you do? You flip that out. Forget your rolly, bro. It don't matter if I got batteries. This bad baby, I'ma always know what time it is. There go your solar power watch. It's gonna tell you where literally, if you're going north, south, east, or west, and you gonna know when it's high noon, when it's 3 o'clock, and yep, it's about to be 3 o'clock. Yep, I'm heading due east. I got it on Amazon. Right, True North. Right, that part. Mm-hmm. Y'all, there's so many trinkets in here. Look. Ahoy, matey. We can see that nigga coming from a mile away. What you see? If we on the boat, then we got to be rocking and stuff. At least I'm gonna be able to see them niggas coming on. And then I might have to pull this bad baby out, my old pirate device here, my sextant, you know what I'm saying? So I can see about how far we about to go. I need to see if I can, let me see, what you mean? We ready? We got a little crystal just in case we need to see the forces that be that might be walking in the night. Oh no, let me, this one I be feeling like I'm on my magicians. They put the little glass up there so they can see. We got all the tools to see all of the prisms that we need. Right. No, I'm just joking. I don't be using none of this stuff for that. Y'all know that. But if we do need to see a prism or see something in another dimension, we got our tools to do it, I think. We got all the tools. We do. Yep. We got them. Hey. Don't forget Lester. We got to drag him as well. He's a little down right now because his wings ain't working. I told him he could run real fast and he can swim. That's fine. You don't got to do everything all the other dragons do. Just because they fly don't mean you have to fly. It's dragons that don't fly, they run and they swim. You could be one of those. Get in your own category. Don't worry about the flying dragons and worry about the... Just go with the ones that's running and swimming. Let that be your lane. Listen, you trying to be worried about something that don't have nothing to do with you. Lester is upset about not having his wings ain't connected. He's a little sad. Listen, create you a new lane. Hell, you ain't making it in that one. Lester, I done told you. Quit trying to go jump off the. They not gonna grow. I couldn't get them connected. I'm just leave it. So, is this how we know? Now, of course, this is a good seraphim.
But now do y'all see why they had wings? Can everybody see?
Uh-oh, wrong side.
Not my dad and my brother named Lester. Do they say it like that, Lester? See this? Now y'all know why. Because a third of all of the classes of angels fell. A third of all the angels fell. The seraphim, the ophanim, all the other ones. The archangels, the angels, the warrior angels, the angels over the snow. A third of all classes fell, y'all. So this is why the people in ancient Mesopotamia had wings. Do you see it? Because some of the angels have a humanoid being. They look kind of human. They can pass for a human.
He's got human feet and a bird head and a human hand. Human feet, human hand, bird face. So when you go back and you look at all your hieroglyphs, or if you go even over here to and I do this often because it be right in our face. Like I said, they got the green people just like in Egypt. They got the blue people. Okay? Y'all see it. The blue folks and the green folks, these same green and blue people are at the same time ruling over in Egypt as well. They got blue. Look at regular colored person, blue person. Now this India. Oh, they got bird head people too. Really? With human arms and claws. Really? 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 Hmm. Hmm. More blue people. Hmm. Bird people, blue people. Looking for my green dude. He's here somewhere. And we do this every time, y'all, because I be wanting to show y'all. Yeah, humans drank the angel's blood for superpowers. Which book is this in? Oh, there you go. So they got green people too. And dog faced people, bird faced people. And they would tell you that these were not real wings, right?
Y'all see it? They've been telling y'all they just wore these elaborate things. No, that was their wings. Because their daddies was angels and they were the rulers over the people. I keep telling you, it'll be right in your face. Right in your face. Right in your face. It's right there, but you got to have the other pieces to put it together so that you can see what you're really looking at. They can hide it in medicine. They can hide it. Think about this, because if they quit cutting all them people's fingers off, the extra 6 finger people, right now, it will prove the Bible right. But they want to make it like the Bible is a myth, so they take the witches of the medical community, take what they know is real and tell people it's fake. And what do? They alter it so that people don't know that people are still being born with 6 fingers and 6 toes, exactly where they were in Jesus' days, when it says that the giants were here. So why does the medical community keep cutting those extra fingers off? That's what you need to be asking yourself. Why they keep doing that? I know these don't go here, but they gonna go here for right now. Hmm? Mm-hmm. That's to prove God's word to be right. And they don't want that. So they call it a deformity, which technically is, because that's how you are able to identify who is not completely human. One of those characteristics. But even with that, they want to hide the truth by just making it go away. Like how they say all these books that we read ain't real, but everything that we read add up, don't it? Everything that we read in here adds up. Do it or do it not. It does. I can't see either, girl. My eyes is getting worse too, Naisha. Every single thing that we be looking for, it adds up. hmm And they keep telling us it's myth and it's not real. When the fallen made it with African women, their children were born without melanin. No, they weren't. That looked like melanin to me. Well, then you better not be looking at that damn ruler.
in Egypt. No, because they look pretty dark to me, but amen. They done whitewashed a lot of them and lightened them up, but no. Uh-uh. You want to know how I know? Well, you can go read the book of Og and it'll tell you that ain't the truth. Not the complete truth. Now, I'm not saying none of them didn't come out lighter, but nah. Sorry. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you a name to look up, and it's one of the Nephilim. You ready? Look up Nebos, the black. You see that? Nebos, the black giant from the hot lands. Probably somewhere around Sudan or something, I'm thinking, or somewhere in Arabia. Nebos, the black giant from the hot lands of elsewhere. Nebos, who escaped capture from Nimrod's army. Nebos, who preferred a sword to an axe. Nebos, who collected 3,000 removed Nephilim heads from the fields and burned them in the high places to gods we don't know. Nebo, whose dark ones stood beside him as tall as trees. Well, there go one black giant right there. Well, one group, and he had 500 under him. No, 1,000 of the people that look like him. And this is the last words of the Rephaim, the six-fingered people that I was telling you about. You know who else is listed in here? The people from Game of Thrones, the dragon siblings. The dragon siblings with the white hair and the blue eyes that entered the 100,000 giant war from the east. The dragons siblings that told of a wealthy city in the sky. You mean those? I told y'all they get this from everywhere. And if you don't believe it, this is the Lost King Book of Og. He's listed in your Bible. Mount Nebo. Where is Mount Nebo? Is that in Africa? And you know they didn't change the name. Look at that. So the six-fingered people are the sons of Rapha, the Raphaim. But this was the 100,000 giant war, if you want to read about it. Some came out white, but most didn't. And that bloodline is how two white people can have black kids. White people can't have black kids. Are you crazy, Sean? You mean that's how two black people can have white kids? Because white people do not have the Eve gene, sir. Is that what they teaching y'all? Damn. White people can't have no black kids, but black folks can definitely have white kids. You got to look up the Eve gene, honey. A black woman can spit every genome you see, but not a white woman. She got to mix with a person of that race to do that. I could have a pale-eyed, straight-haired, blue-eyed baby right now if I untie these tubes with the blackest nigga I can find. Yeah, Moses was albino and they were scared of his ass too. His daddy said, "Some ain't right here." Because everybody else was black. He was just light skinned. Albino is not white. Okay, Sean, I'm sorry, honey. White folks can't have black babies. She might be lying to him then. That baby, he might need to go get a DNA test. Hey, test. Hey, test. Because if they both white baby and that baby came out black baby, somebody ain't saying something about something somewhere, baby. I'm sorry. Nope. Not scientifically possible, honey.
Absolutely not. I'd say go on and get on over there because, yes, something ain't right, baby. We done seen memes about that online. No, that ain't happening. Damn, she got him, didn't she? She played him. She said, "Baby, we can make a black kid. It's called the Eve gene." No, 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 you can't, boo. Don't lie to that man like that. Damn. Well, they got tests you could swab at home. Damn, she got him, didn't she? Woo, woo! Damn, she a cold piece, but she pulled that one out. Hey, little mama, go ahead. If he believes it, I can't even be mad at you. That's some game there. You done rewrote science and genetics and everything. Wow. I'll be right back. Damn. Woo, woo, she's the slick sister. You hear me? Well, damn. Wow. He is not the father of that baby. Yeah, buddy. Don't believe that. I would not believe that at all. Damn. I guess that she said, well, they can make us, so then we have to be able to make them. Damn, that's crazy. What you been saying, Chris? It's not possible. No, Sean, I'm sorry. I can't believe you, honey. It's not even humanly possible. It's not even humanly possible. It's not. In human genetics, the mitochondrial Eve is the matrilineal, most recent common ancestor of all living humans. And that's a black lady. Mm-mm. An East African woman who walked the earth at an estimated 200,000 years ago, which we know it wasn't that long, um, to whom all of humanity traces back. So you can't start out not having something and then have it. He had a great great black grandmother. Okay, we just leave it there. We'll just leave it. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let y'all have that one. Maybe I don't know. We just gonna leave it. I just say leave it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We just gonna leave it, y'all. We just leave it there. Moving on, right? You already know. Moving on. Hey, we just gonna move. Yeah. So it had to be a black woman in there somewhere. Ain't no pure white folks making no black kid. If you're pure white, if you're a white person, the only way for you to get a baby of color is for you to have a baby with a person of color. But two folks this black right here can produce a blonde-haired, straight-haired, blue-eyed baby with completely see-through skin. Right here. Right here. It happens everywhere. I have a cousin right now that's dark, and her baby's daddy is darker than her. And they saying son came out light skinned with freckles and red hair. And we was like, somebody got some splaining to do. Good thing he looked just like both his parents, because we was talking to the mom like, she darker than me. He darker than her. Dark, dark, dark. And this baby came out with freckles, pale skin, and bright red hair. He's still like 27 now. And his color ain't changed. If you see him in both his parents are dark, 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 dark. Well, his mama's darker than me. She ain't real dark, but she's darker. But daddy is dark. Yeah, and we was looking at her like, cousin, you gonna tell us the truth? Or but he looked just like his mama and just like his daddy. Yeah. But we was young too. We like, you done stuck out with a white man, cousin. And don't want to tell nobody. They thought my oldest daughter, the nurses, and it was all white nurses when I had her. They thought she was mixed too. They kept saying, "Is her dad?" I said her daddy is black. Well, she's just really white with these gray eyes. Her daddy is blacker than me. I promise you. She's full black. I'm just saying, she just doesn't. I'm her mama. I'm her mama. And her daddy is darker than me, I'm telling you, he is. The lady almost got kicked. It was Mother's Day. I just had my baby. And you basically asked me, is my baby daddy white? First of all, it ain't none of your damn business. She ain't even 3 hours old. Because you looking at me and looking at her. So she disliked with these eyes, so she got to be white. No. And she's still my lightest child. And my mixed child is actually darker than her. My baby that's mixed with Spanish, Mexican, and all of the goods, yeah, she's darker than my all black daughter. Cause my youngest baby is mixed, and she dark as me. She get dark as me. And my oldest daughter ain't never gonna get this color. Oh baby, you can see her veins. Yeah, you can still see her veins now. You can still see her veins. I used to paint over her cuticles and everything because they was clear. You couldn't see them. When she was a little bitty baby, you could see where her little nail thing started. So, and she was my first daughter, so I used to be painting over her nail thing. And then when she'd get in the tub, it'd come off because you couldn't see where her nail bed and her nail thing started. It was weird. She was just so pale. Come on. You can see all your veins. Yeah, that's how my baby is. You can see all her veins. All of Bola, baby. And my grandson the same way. He just a little light bright as well. Come on. Yeah. So anyway, now that we know, and we already did know, that it was the giants that went up there and tried to fight with our dad, and there was these different races of people that were born, and we know that some of those races of people were not human races. Right? Y'all understand that now? That not all of the races that we just read about were human races. They were humanoid races. Y'all see how much bigger he is than the people? Because that's a normal 6-foot size man. Don't they look like grasshoppers to that guy? Don't those men look like grasshoppers, just like old boy said in Numbers 13 and 33 when they was going into Canaan? He said that they look like grasshoppers to those people, and those are full-size men there, 6 foot, and they barely go up to his ankle. So if you go read Numbers 13 and 33 when Joshua was talking about the spies and whatnot, and they was going into Canaan, he said, they see us as grasshoppers and we see them as such, like this. Because if he stood up, they would definitely look like grasshoppers to him. So the humanoid beings, huh? And they got the names of a lot of them here in this lovely book. Adamaster the giant, Akamas, all of these are names of giants and humanoid beings. And y'all know I've been looking. I've been looking. I've been looking. Oh. Oh. Belarus, we just read about him. Belarus was just in our big green book that we put out. Y'all seen that? Remember I said, look, if Belarus was living at this time, I literally said Belarus. And here go his name in the giant book. I literally just said Belarus. He's in our big green book. And here he is in the giants and humanoids. And y'all know I ain't read it in there because it ain't highlighted. So, you know where to look. If you know where to look. So, if you're new, it's a good book to get. It's a good book to get. These two. Very good books to get. Go ahead and screenshot, please. Okay, I'm about to go. I'm about to go. You got the first good job, Keith. Y'all got some reading to do anyway. You writing it down. Good job. I'm sleepy, honestly. What's the big green book? Adam's chronological chart of the map of history. Yes. I love y'all. Yeah, because I'm hungry. I'm about to eat me something, lay down. You're welcome. I didn't say no. And I told y'all my schedule, but y'all kept me up all weekend. Now my schedule is weird. You're welcome, Miss Caldwell. I love y'all. Y'all can go read something. Y'all don't need me. Y'all scholars all to your own self now. You don't even need me no more. Y'all be studying and making me remember stuff. It's hot in here. Is this? I need to turn my area. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Anna. Thank you. You're welcome, y'all. And then let me tell y'all something. This ain't me. This is my dad. He made me sit and study, and I never understood why. Now I know why. Because I had to help give answers where answers is not being given in other organizations and institutions where they should be given so that people can understand God more. And so then he had to use an old wayward person like myself to come in and help y'all out a little bit. And I'm honored. I was mad when he was making me sit down and be in a lonely house for 10 years straight, and I couldn't do nothing but write and read, and it didn't make any sense to me. Those 10 years, that whole decade I had to sit down and learn, I was pissed. Because my friends was out living their life, doing whatever they wanted to do, traveling, doing everything. I'm like, well, I gotta sit in the house. Now I understand. It makes perfect sense now. Mm-hmm. Yep, makes perfect sense. So, I love y'all. I'm about to go.